Nekroz in 2019? Alright, Donovan, welcome back, man. It's been a while. So Nekroz, dude, what's your decision for playing that right now?
I just like playing with fun decks sometimes, so I always go back to Nekroz. It's one of my favorites.
So what's up? It's
Go
part of our
back every now
channel.
and then.
Fun decks, fun times. Alright, man, let's just get into it.
Okay.
Are there a bunch of new cards that have come out, like,
The only thing that really makes it better is like the Incantations when they came out, so it made it kind of playable. Also,
yeah.
Brio coming back to 3, it's made the deck even better. And the Boy Shirt is back.
dope. Alright. Well, let's get into it, man.
All right.
Show me what you got.
So of course, you have the standard Nekroz deck here, the 3 Colossalus.
Alright, what does
play.
he do? Because it's been a while.
Yeah, so they all have different effects. So they have discard effects. So Colossalus, you discard him, he adds you any of the ritual spells. And then when he's on the field, you target another monster, and their attack and defense becomes 0. Yeah, see, it's pretty good. He's a quick. Most of them are all quick effects. Now Colossus is a quick effect on the field too. Not their discard.
That's pretty good.
The discard's not quick effect, but his on-field effect is. 3 Brio, since he's finally back. He searches you.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
Yeah. So his discard effect is he searches you any of the Nekroz monsters. So you can search any of the ones you need. He can search the Shuret, anything like that. And then his on-field is you target 2 extra deck monsters and just bounce them back.
That's busted.
It's pretty good. They kind of have like the synchro effect.
But back when he was like banned and then came back to
he was like
yeah.
$200. The 3 Valks. He's
Valks.
he's your battle fader of the deck, and then he also has tribute cards to draw the same amount.
So you could actually, without using to actually ritual him, you could just drop him down.
No. So you still have to ritual him to get him on the field, of course. And then when he's on the field, you could tribute 2 monsters, and then or up to 2, and then draw that same amount. And then he has the battle fader effect where you banish a Nekroz engrave, and the battle phase.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And then we have the 2 Trish, because he's Trish. He has the exact same effect as Trish. Banish 3 cards. The only thing is you have to have the targets for all 3, unlike the Synchro Trish. And then a lot of things people forget is his discard effect is to negate a target. So if you have, say you have your Valk on the field and you're trying to do the tribute and they want to imprint it, you just discard Trish and then it negates the Emperor. Or anything like that targets, he negates it.
That's clutch.
We have the Unicorn here. So his discard effect doesn't really get used as much unless it's like late game. So you would discard him, he adds a Nekroz from grave. But his good effect, or like his better effect, is on field he's a skill drain for extra deck monsters. So if you play the Kaleidoscope, they don't do anything about it. You play Unicorn, anything on the field from the extra deck is negated. That's it. Yeah. So
is there anyone?
Imagine Mystic Mine.
Yeah.
Has but just 1 monster.
Oh, dude, Mystic Mine. I don't even mention that card. I hate that card so much. With all these rituals, how many do you actually run in total?
So we have the 3 Kloss, the 3 Brio, the 3 Valk, that's 9, 2 Trish, and Unicorn, so 12.
Oh wow, that's actually a lot. That makes up like what, half the monster cards?
Yeah, but I mean most of them they're all like, so you play the searchable cards. So
oh yeah,
search them all
we can show you. Yeah, you can show us the rest of those.
The rest of the cards the deck's pretty consistent. Cool. And then for the last of the Nekroz core, monster wise, you have the 1 Shuret since he's back at 1. He uses himself as the whole tribute for a Nekroz summon, and then when he's tributed, he searches another Nekroz monster, or I think it's another Nekroz card. No, he adds another Nekroz warrior. So you can either add the Trish or the Brio.
I'm actually super interested in the lore. Just being like the boy that kind of like.
Yeah, because he's kind of like most of the monsters they're him. Yeah. So I'm not too into the lore and stuff, but
when I look at stuff like how the combos work, that's how I see it. But that's cool. Yeah. Right, let's see what the support is that you got going on for this.
So the rest we put in here, we have the Incantations because they make any ritual deck playable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I think this is the one where he adds the spell.
Card.
If he special summon, he adds a ritual spell. And then 2 Candles. This one adds the ritual monster, and then 1 Pencil Plume.
Yeah.
I think this one's the one that recurs from grave, if I remember. If it was a special summon. And then we do play the 1 Chalice Line. because
Slushy.
his in-hand effect is actually pretty crazy. So you
Yeah.
just discard a card and special any one of these from deck that you need. So if you don't have, say you have the monster but you don't have the spell and you only have like him, you just discard one, special whichever one gives you the spell, and then now you can start doing all your Nekroz stuff.
You'll always have like a card live to activate your ritual. You have most of these cards are basically just to get you the cards.
All these cards get you what you need basically.
That's
So there's not very many normal summons in the deck. So we play the 3 Manjus.
Madrigars,
Before all the incantations.
Madrigar the Thousand Hands.
Yeah. So before all the incantations, you would play the Manjus and Senjus, but you really only need the Manjus now. You don't even have to play him, but it's just good to have a normal summon to extend more. He adds you monster or spell, and then we have just the one Zavork tech.
Oh dang.
Yeah. So the way to get him out, if you don't open your Manju to normal summon, you can special your incantations. And then after you get your searches, you just tribute them to summon Zaborg. And then his effect is you can target a monster, tribute it, and then send, if you use a light monster that he was tribute summoned, you send that many extra deck cards for the same level it was.
Yeah.
Or he does that anyway, but if you use a light monster, you get to pick the cards from your opponent's extra deck that gets sent. So so if you can target himself too. So since he's an 8, you could send 8 cards. And then say you're playing like a Sky Striker deck, you can send all of their Sky Striker links to the grave, and they can't be summoned out because they weren't summoned properly, or just summoned at all. So it can kill other decks like just with him alone. I don't like him more than one because it's not a Zaborg heavy deck.
Yeah, well, you have a lot of stuff you gotta make sure, because your focus right now is the visuals. Yeah. It's kind of more like a backup.
Yeah, so it's more just like the actual Nekroz deck. But
Yeah.
if you run into him, he can come in handy.
All right, that's great.
All right, so we'll move into hand traps
damn!
now.
All right, I already see what
Yeah.
you got there.
So
Oh,
we have the 3 Phantasmages. I just picked them up, and they
Thanos.
if it can help the deck if you brick a little bit. You just summon him, fix your hand. He's really good. He's expensive for a reason.
He also has that high level for your ritual summons too.
Yeah, you can also use him as a ritual summon. He's a 7, so you can use him if you need.
I know.
to.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, go.
Yeah.
Continue.
So we have the 3. I play the Gamma package because most of the time you don't really always have a ritual monster on the field. So say you want to start since they all have discard effects, so you want to start discarding, and then they try and ash you or anything, then you can Gamma, then start going into all your combos and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on to the spells, let's hit with the monsters.
I'm assuming most of your spells are gonna be rituals.
Yeah, so they're all just gonna be like the actual spells.
Yeah.
So the 3 cycle. I can't wait for the secret rarity of this one.
Oh,
make them all match. But cycle is the one that summons Nekroz either from hand, or if they're in the grave, you can summon them back from grave by tributing the monsters. This is like the only one you play at 3, because you go through a lot of the monsters, discarding and all that.
Yeah.
We have the 2 Kaleidoscope. This one's probably the most broken ritual summon cards there is, because you just send.
Broken. How can you run 2?
I mean, because all the spells you can only use them once per turn. So if this was, you could use this more than once per turn, you would play more.
Yeah.
But so.
Those hard once per turns are really tough because.
Yeah. So with this one, you can send from extra deck. So say you want to summon most of your first turns are summon the Unicorn if you're going second to, wipe the board or skill drain the board. So you send like Herald of Arclight, get your search off that. Plus you summon your Unicorn. It's just crazy that you can send, or you can summon more than one Nekroz with this. So say you have Trish and Colossus in hand, you can send a level 12 from your extra deck and then summon both of those at the same time, which is this one card. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And then we have Nekroz Mirror.
Yeah.
So this is the one where it also, you can tribute from hand, but this one you can also banish Nekroz monsters from your graveyard to ritual summon.
Yeah.
So, you start doing all your discard effects, and then you play Mirror, banish those, and summon, whichever one. The only thing, it used to suck before since you only had one Brio. Yeah. So to make your Trish, you would never really want to banish your Brio to summon him. But since he's back at 3, you can get rid of one just to summon the Trish to get him out there.
Yeah.
And then for the last cards, you just play the 3 preps.
Search out everything you need.
Make the deck more consistent. Add your spells back if you have a ritual spell in there.
How rarely do you dead draw like that? your chances, like the percentage? Like,
Other than the one time I drew a handful of Phantasmes and Gammas.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Other than that one time,
Yeah.
usually you always have at least 1 or 2 starter cards in your
Yeah,
hand.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I was there.
It was a little rough, but
That's cool, man.
But
I like
yeah.
your deck profile. I'm curious about the extra deck. How's that looking?
yeah. So the extra deck is mainly just for cards you can send off of like Kaleidoscope, but we do have cards for Zaborg if you do them. If you
Three
summon
totally
them.
awesome.
Yeah. So we play the 3 Toads. So, you know, if you have your rituals that you or your Nekroz that you start dumping, and then you summon Zaborg, you just send Toads and get all those back. The one Abyss Dweller, because you do have the Monjuice and the Unicorn
Yeah.
that you're putting out there. So if you feel the one Unicorn isn't enough, since you can always just imperm him, you can just do, you know, Abyss Dweller and use him against Salamangreats and stop them for a second or anything.
Oh, dude, a lot of cards. There's a lot of decks out there, even like some sleeping ones, even some like really good zombie ones that use it.
Yeah,
so
or
that's
even
actually,
like Orcus. You
Yeah.
can make the Abyss Dweller against Orcus and
That's-
you can shut them down.
That's yeah.
I have the one Intis. I do want to bump this one up to more. I probably will, just 'cause you don't really need all the high level ones.
Yeah.
But this one you can also send off Zaborg and it pops a card if it's sent to grave. You don't have to summon it and then to leave the grave. It just has to be sent to grave and then it pops a card.
Yeah.
And then I have the one the Starboy. And if you can make them, it'll bump all your Nekroz. All the Nekroz are waters,
Yeah.
so it bumps them all by 500.
Including itself, right?
Yeah, including himself. And then if he's on the field and destroys, you can add a Nekroz back to your hand.
Yeah.
The 3 Arclights,
Oh damn.
because you know if you send this one, you get the free ritual monster or spell search.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know you could send all of these off of the Zaborg too and get yours. They're not once per turn, so you get to search on all 3 of them if you send all 3 with Zaborg.
You literally have your deck just made to get those rituals and yours monster. I mean, you got to. You got to.
You
But
have to.
yeah.
We have the one Black Rose, just you know.
Schwarscher Rosendrash Darsh.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I butchered that.
Alright,
So bad.
So the Black Rose we have to
Black Rose.
if you have Unicorn Colossalus, you can send this one off Kaleidoscope, make those too. That's
cool.
Omega, you know, you have to play Omega if you're playing the Gamma package.
Yeah.
You have Omega here. This one is just a level 10. And then another, or actually no, I think this one's 9. This is
It's
a
like
9
kind
if
of-
you have Brio and Colossalus.
Yeah.
Just a 10 if you have.
They're just big monsters.
Yeah, they're just high level monsters just to send off Kaleidoscope, 2 12s. You never really have a Valk and a Colossalus you want to summon.
Yeah.
There's not a 5 to summon a Unicorn, so you don't need an 11.
That's dope.
Yeah.
It looks like your extra deck isn't really, or your deck isn't focused on going for the extra
Yeah,
deck. It's
you don't.
more like,
Yeah, you don't need the extra deck. One thing that I thought about playing is playing Extravagance.
oh,
Yeah, just to because you can always just play 3, like you know,
Yeah.
3 of the Arclights, 3 of the Toads, 3 Intis. And you can
And-
just play Extravagance. You know, you won't hit all of them off one Extravagance.
yeah,
But-
yeah.
You know, I didn't really find room in the deck to play.
Yeah. That's all good though, man. That's a saucy deck though. I'll give you that, and you also got a really nice map. And you chose the best wife.
Yeah, yeah. Inori,
best waifu.
Inori is the best wife.
All right, thanks for joining us again, Donovan. Having you over here is always a pleasure. For your deck profiles, they're always really saucy and really entertaining to watch. And just to see how these goes, I mean, you have a really good mind for this kind of stuff, especially with the fun decks that we do. But anyways, guys, if you really enjoy this deck profile, continue to watch us. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. Share this with your friends if you want. If they're into Yu-Gi-Oh, they might be into this as well. We do giveaways after every different milestone that we do get, so always be on the lookout for that. We do also have a lot of social media sites. Make sure you follow us on Instagrams, Twitter, and Facebook. Thanks again, guys. We love ya.